Thanks, Rita. The headlines in the southeast today. Residents left needing emergency accommodation after fire rips through flats in Brighton. We're at the scene this lunchtime. Seagulls fans fly south as the Albion prepare to take on Marseille in their first trip to Europe.
Marseille's a fantastic place to go, massive stadium, a bit hostile, but we'll find out when we get there. It should be a great atmosphere.
And after a rather cloudy and misty start, we'll have some sunshine this afternoon, and the next few days will stay dry, bright and mild.
Welcome to the programme. I'm Juliette Parkin. Brighton and Hove City Council say they're helping 10 households find accommodation as they are unable to return to their homes after a fire tore through their properties last night. 9 fire engines from across Sussex were sent to Saunders Park View, just off Lewes Road, from where our reporter Chrissy Reedy joins us. So, Chrissy, what more can you tell us about the events last night?
Well, Juliette, it all happened very quickly. Within a matter of minutes, it went from smoke until fire completely ripped through the flat. You can actually still see the sky now. There is no roof on part of this flat. Very, very dramatic pictures we've seen. Alan, you were filming those pictures. You live directly opposite. What was going through your mind when you were filming what was going on?
Well, when you smell smoke and you look out the window and you see what's happening and the windows fell out, 2 or 3 explosions, then it just got engulfed in flames.
You hear those 2 or 3 explosions, as you say, and you hear the panic, the sheer panic. People worried there's someone in that flat. Down. Were you terrified?
Yeah, it really scares you, brings the hairs up on your arms, and you really hope everyone's okay. Then the roof started coming in with fire. Then all the fire trucks came in and really took care of it really well.
Well, thankfully, thank you, Alan. Thankfully, everybody was okay. The gentleman who owns the flat is in hospital, I understand, with a broken arm. But for what I can tell you is 17 people were rescued and their pets. They did go down to the church last night where they were looked after. Today, as far as we know, residents are still not allowed in the building. I've spoken to other residents as well. We understand that the building has to be checked, safety checks to see how secure it is. And then we'll find out later perhaps exactly what's going to happen.
OK, Chrissy, thanks very much. Strike action by the train drivers' union ASLEF means there are no trains running across the southeast today. Southeastern, Southern and Thameslink say they have cancelled all services except trains from London to Gatwick Airport. Well, once the trains are back on track, the annual problem of leaves on the line has the potential to cause added misery for rail passengers. But as Peter Whittlesey now reports, this year Network Rail are hoping for new solutions.
As we enter the season of mellow fruitfulness, there's nothing poetic about autumn when you're a commuter and your train's been delayed by leaves on the line. That's why Network Rail and operating companies are embracing new technology like drones and cameras to eliminate this annual problem, so even train travellers can look forward to autumn and all its beauty.
We're trialling the use of some innovative pieces of technology, particularly around digital inspections as well. So we've got cameras that have been fit to these multi-purpose vehicles. And the idea behind that is that they'll be much more efficient in terms of being able to give us data as to areas where we need to focus attention a little bit more.
Engineers have become boffins, uploading high-res pictures into software that can analyse hundreds of miles of track in a flash, highlighting problem areas that are then tackled by this massive multi-purpose rail cleaning machine.
We're seeing summer conditions persist well into autumn and autumn conditions persist well into winter. This means that we're having to prepare for not one weather condition but potentially 3, and obviously this makes it much harder to do. We may have vegetation issues going well into October and November due to hot weather and lots of rain. But likewise, we may have adhesion issues with the trains going into winter.
The fleet of cleaning machines are now out and about on the rail network, blasting the rails with high-pressure jets and laying a sand solution that increases grip. And from this weekend, timetables will change so all that work can be carried out.
Every year, some 50 million leaves fall on our tracks, and so this is why we work very closely with Network Rail to ensure that not only are the tracks clean for our drivers to take trains across our network, but our passengers have a smooth, predictable and comfortable ride. Overall, you won't notice much of a difference, but what we would ask is that people check our website.
No one's claiming this is an end to delays caused by Lewes on the line, but they hope by using technology they will be reduced. Peter Whittlesey, BBC South East Today, Effingham Junction.
Well, moving on to football now, and a big day looms for Brighton and Hove Albion fans as the Seagulls prepare for their first ever European away fixture. Fans have been gathering at Gatwick Airport this morning in readiness for the Albion to take on French giants Marseille in the Europa League tomorrow night. For lifelong Seagulls fans, it's a key moment in the club's history.
When the draw came out, we were looking for something nice to go and get a big side and have a bit of fun, and Marseille's a fantastic place to go, massive stadium. Bit hostile, but we'll find out when we get there. It should be great atmosphere.
It's just a wonderful feeling to be going in Europe with Brighton Football Club. I love the club from a young age and it's just wonderful.
Well, tomorrow's historic match has, of course, generated huge interest from fans worldwide as Brighton travel to Europe for the very first time. Piers Hopkirk reports.
It's a one-club city with a rich football heritage. And while Marseille's fanatical fans may not always wear their shirts, they certainly wear their hearts on their sleeves. The club has its own YouTube channel dedicated to them, and one player knows them better than most.
Absolutely crackers about football. They worship the team. When you go to Marseille, if you go there with intent to go and enjoy it and mingle and talk to them, you'll love it. If you go there with a different attitude, then it can be very hostile.
A port city on the Côte d'Azur, Marseille may have its beauty, but on the pitch it's been an ugly few months. After a series of defeats and disappointments, they've just unveiled yet another manager, this time the Italian Gennaro Gattuso. Some believe Brighton will start out as favourites.
It would be a huge challenge for Marseille to have Brighton travelling to the Velodrome, and for Brighton, yeah, the atmosphere and the 60,000 people at the Velodrome is going to be incredible and they're going to feel that pressure. But on paper, on the pitch, Brighton have to be the favourite.
Brighton has sold 2,800 tickets to the game. The club's message to fans, enjoy, but take care.
Be sensible while you're out there. The police have put in measures to stop our fans from wearing their colours outside of the meeting point. If they do, they could get themselves in trouble with the police and fined, and obviously become target for other crime in the area.
Brighton fans may get a welcome in the city. The welcome in the Stade Velodrome, though, well, that may be a little different. Piers Hopkirk, BBC South East Today.
OK, let's have a look at the weather now. Nina's here. Nina, I hear we're heading back into summer then.
We are, for the weekend. Even out there at the minute, it's pretty mild. It was a little grey first thing this morning, but things are brightening up. And for tomorrow again, the main area of sunshine will be for the afternoon as it stays pretty mild. So through the next couple of hours, there may just be one or two passing showers along the south coast, but it is pretty dry out there, and with increasing amounts of sunshine, temperatures lifted to 18, 19 degrees. A dry night then with some mist and fog could potentially form towards the early hours. Temperatures will dip down to around 8 or 9 degrees first thing tomorrow morning. So a little bit of mist and low cloud to get us started on Thursday morning. But as the day goes on, we'll brighten things up, increasing amounts of sunshine, and those temperatures very similar to today's values at 18 to 19. Juliet mentioned summer, and that's all due to high pressure. It is building in through Friday and the weekend, and with a change in wind direction, a southerly breeze will pick up that warmth. And for Saturday and Sunday, we could see those temperatures into the mid-20s.
Goodness me, gosh, they're wise to have those shirts off in Marseille. Well, that's all from us here. This lunchtime, we're back tonight at 6:30 here on BBC One. See you then.